Howdy, folks. Thanks y'all so much for joining us. This is the weekly live stream from Gameplay Candles. My name is Alex. I'm the founder. Let's jump into it. First things first, we're going to play our discount game. So every week we start off the live stream by rolling a d20, adding that value to 10%, baseline 10% off all of our products at gameplaycandles.com. And so if I can share my screen, we'll roll the dice. Let's see. Thank you. Screen sharing. Here we go. So if I did that correctly, everyone should see this. We're going to roll once and add it to 10%. Come on, big money. Okay, 15. Wow, that's 25% off now. 25% off any order at gameplaycandles.com for the next hour. That's from 9 p.m. Central Time to 10 p.m. Central Time on February 16th. So if you catch it late, so sorry. You got to join us live to gain those benefits. Otherwise, you'll catch us next week. We do this every Thursday. But right now, that's 25% off. And the discount code for that is going to be Skynet23. The reason for that should become evident as we continue on through tonight's live stream. So just some quick business updates. We recently launched our Druid's Orchard scented candle. I wanted to give you a sneak peek into the two other candles that we'll be launching as part of our core collection in the spring. So without further ado, those two candles are going to be called Bard's Bedroom and Barbarian Encampment. Now, Bard's Bedroom, let's talk about that one first. This has got to be a favorite of the only class in D&D that would actually use scented candles. So that's obviously the Bard, right? I imagine that this is the scent that he would have his bedroom smell like as he seduces everyone from town guards to dragons to the BBEG. So what I'm imagining his bedroom or her bedroom or their bedroom to smell like would be a mixture of some sweet white currant, sparkling citrus notes, something floral, heliotrope flowers maybe, as the lighter side of things, and then mingling with deeper tones of amber, vanilla, and brown sugar. It's one of our most complex scents that we've developed at Gameplay Candles. We spent a lot of time making sure we got this one right, and I'm personally really excited to launch this. Can't wait to see how it does. The next candle we're going to talk about is Barbarian's Encampment, and I know when you imagine a scented candle, maybe a big hulking barbarian is not what you're thinking about, but just bear with me for a second. This candle is meant to capture the sense of an established encampment, maybe a location that these nomadic tribes all meet at, or maybe it's like their spring encampment or winter encampment, something that they've lived in and keep up and keep clean, obviously. But what I imagine these people of the steppes or these nomadic tribes to have as a home scent would be something like cedar and sandalwood, mixing with amber, and then combining with deeper tones of oud, jasmine, tonka, and maybe some musk. It's another complex scent that we're launching, but we're super excited about it because I think it's going to really capture that nomadic feel that a barbarian tribe might have. Last little update: we're still looking for more scent testers. We've gotten a lot of people reaching out to us already, interested with getting free samples from Gameplay Candles, but we're still looking for more. We are streamlining the onboarding process right now so that everything's faster and easier for you, easier for us. But basically, once you reach out to us, we will contact you with a form where you tell us a little bit about yourself, you provide your address, and we're just going to send you some tea light samples of scents that are in development. You smell them, you'd like them, and you'd evaluate them for us and provide your feedback online. It's going to be super simple, super easy. So if you're interested in being a scent tester for us, please comment below. You can also reach out at support@gameplaycandles.com. And yeah, we hope to get some more scent testers for us. So without further ado, I'd like to bring on board my DM, and general all around nice guy, Steve, DM Steve. Thanks for joining us tonight.
What's up, Alex? No, it's fun to be here.
Yeah. Well, I hope so. That's what I'm aiming for. But Steve, you brought up this topic. What's trendy and hip and has to do with D&D? Well, my God, what about Chat GPT? Our AI overlords are coming, and I can't think of any better use of the millions of dollars that have been poured into AI research than to help DMs overcome writer's block. So I know you've used Chat GPT a couple times. I've played around with it, but what are your thoughts basically on well, why don't you tell us a bit? I think I know what ChatGPT is, but what's your takeaway on it?
Yeah, so ChatGPT, it's like Google on steroids. Um, it's a very open-ended kind of search engine where you can actually type in a question and it'll give you an answer. But more exciting, you can actually type in like write me a poem
Mm-hmm.
and whatever you want, and it will actually use kind of its knowledge and its intelligence to actually produce a unique piece of work. So a lot of people are worried about it. I mean, for obvious reasons, just plagiarism or
Mm-hmm.
cheating at school. So if you want to write, hey, I need to write a 350-page essay on George Washington, and it would turn it out. And the scary
Yeah.
thing is, it's unique. You could actually copy paste it, throw it in Google, and there's no other essay that exists like it. It's very unique.
Well, I could see how academia would be freaking out about that.
Yeah.
You and I have both been students. You and I are both, know that
Yeah.
people are naturally lazy, but I think that for D&D, it's a unique opportunity because one of the mantras that I know I've talked to you about, but one of the mantras I have about DMing is steal ruthlessly from the things you love. I think that's exactly what ChatGPT does, right? It scours the internet and pulls bits and pieces from just about everything to plagiarize something unique.
Yeah, no, I mean, realistically, it's going to be just another tool in the toolbox,
Mm-hmm.
just as Google was at some point. Um, and I think just right now, it's a very exciting time.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I use it just to help with like writer's block when I'm
Mm-hmm.
DMing.
Can you
And
give us a specific example, maybe, of when you've used
yeah,
ChatGPT?
so without giving you too much information,
Mm-hmm.
I was stuck with trying to create some magical items. I had like two of them that came to me immediately, but then there was a third one that I was kind of on the fence, and I just could not think. And I'd read an article about ChatGPT. I'd used it to write like stupid limericks or whatever, just to see what it could do. And then
Yeah.
one day I'm like, I wonder if I could type in something about like write me a D&D one-off about whatever. And man, it put it out. And so then I started, I wonder how much detail I could add. So
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and share my screen and we can do it live just to see what it does.
Yeah. Let's do a little demo here, a little free press for
So
ChatGPT.
I'll put like create me a D&D magical item that is a ranged weapon against the undead. Whatever.
Okay. Let's see it.
So I typed it and bam, the undead hunter's bow. And so it will
They
just
even add details beyond like the mechanics here, huh?
yeah, and some of it there's some limitation. I mean, you'd have to go in and put the mechanics of like, okay, it's going to give it a +1, +2. I mean, actually, this is the first one I've seen where the abilities actually have like +2 bonus attack.
Yeah.
It deals a 1d8 radiant damage. It's amazing how much better it's getting every time I use this thing.
Yeah,
Description, abilities, history.
Oh my
And
God, it even provides a history. This is all just based on that initial sentence, right?
Yeah, and the more detailed you get, the more detailed the question or the answer. I mean, it's freakish.
Yeah.
And then you can do other things like write a in the shot. Let's see. Alex, give me something about.
Sure, about a dragon terrorizing a local town. Maybe you can specify the color dragon. Oh, look at that. We're live and you got a spelling error. My God.
Oh, okay,
How
about
embarrassing for you.
I'm going to do, yeah, Red Dragon. And you just give it a few seconds. And I mean, it
Yeah.
really just, I love the way it just starts like, sure, here it is.
Yeah. Sure, I'm happy to do it. Okay. This is wow. Okay. One of the things I think that D&D Beyond in the OGL drama laid out was their desire to have like an AI or an automated dungeon master character for people who just want to log on and play PCs. And I was sort of taken aback at how bold a goal that was. And I'm I'm blissfully ignorant, I guess, when it comes to most forms of technology. But this is this seems a lot closer to that possibility or that dream being realized than I had been aware of. My God, different scenes, they break it down.
Yeah.
Incredible.
And I will there's some limitations
Uh-huh.
currently. I mean, who knows what this is going to be like in 5 years? It could be scary as hell. And,
Yeah.
then the machines do come to life and take us
Don't worry, the
out.
water
And
wars will take us out before then, Steve. Don't even start me on that. But
don't worry, I plan to look for in Google someone named John Connor and start hanging out with him.
yeah. By the way, the discount code is Skynet23, 25% off all your orders. But yes, the machines are coming. They're coming for us. They're coming for our jobs.
My Wi-Fi is actually called Skynet.
Steve.
As a joke, and now I'm like, well, sure, okay. When the machines come, I'm toast.
Yeah.
But GP Chat, I
Yeah,
mean, for me right now, I think it's still in its infancy. So it's
Mhm.
really good for helping with writer's block, especially as DM. It'll give you an idea, and most of the I've gotten from it, then I will edit it some to make sure I can tailor it to
Mhm.
what I'm doing. I've had it write poems to leave clues. I think Alex, you remember I wrote a poem about like the Drow elves trying to
Right.
overthrow the humans, and it was this great poem. And
Steve,
I edited it slightly.
that was like a 150 word poem, by the way, too, for everyone listening there. Like every time a stanza ended, I thought it would be finished, but yeah, it just kept going. So
Yeah, I should have said haiku, but
I'm not sure I would have caught it. I've been like, this is some weird prose that's going on here. But yeah, no, thank God it rhymed for my lizard brain.
Yeah, but I mean, right now I'm having the most fun with it, like just for magical items or
Mm-hmm.
weapons or whatever. And
Mm-hmm.
earlier I was testing it, and it came out with one called a Starlight Bow.
Oh yeah, talk to us about your favorite weapon it's made.
So it was called a Starlight Bow. It's a long bow made of shimmering moonstone with a string made of silvery thread of light. Its grip is made of dark wood, and it glows with a soft blue light. It is lightweight and incredible, easy to handle. And so the effect is it can shoot arrows of pure starlight. I didn't really talk about mechanics, but one of the cool things is addition once per day, the wielder can use a starlight bow to summon a shower of shooting stars from the sky, which will rain down in a 60-foot radius, dealing massive radiant damage. So as a demon, I have to figure out, what the actual mechanics would be for that.
Yeah.
But it was just like kind of a cool idea.
Yeah,
like a starlight bow, and it has to be recharged with moonlight.
Yeah, I was gonna say like it's arrows of pure moonlight, right? Like how do you buy that? You can't buy that at any shop. You'd have to,
it says
you'd
like
have to do something for that.
One of the drawbacks is if you're kind of in a terrain where there's no moonlight, if you're stuck in a dungeon for like weeks, then it's gonna lose its power.
Yeah, that's man. But
the AI came up with that. I'm like, holy crap!
What a great idea! What a great idea! And just to brainstorm and like you said, tweak it to your needs. That seems like it's an incredible tool.
And like any tool, I mean, like we had automation in manufacturing. This allows me to knock that out so I can plan a campaign at a faster pace. And at least for me, that way I can concentrate on drawing maps and making like the props or whatever it might be. And so for me, it also means that I'm not spending my whole weekend doing this. I actually have time to, mow the yard and do the other activities.
All the other fun things you get to do.
Yeah. So it's a great tool. It's helpful.
Yeah.
So I like it a lot. And, you can use it for other things too. If you Valentine's Day, write a poem. about your wife or your kid or whatever, it'll knock it out really quickly.
Now, I wonder, do you think the sentimental value of your Valentine's Day card is diminished at all by using ChatGPT?
I figure I got like 2 years before it really becomes so prevalent that it becomes meaningless.
It's like, you're not this suave, Steve. There's no way this is you. This isn't genuine. This is AI.
I've seen you spell.
Yeah, right.
You can't
I'll
spell
tell
under
you,
pressure.
so this, I'm not sure if, if this is the best thing that I should share about myself, but my wife got angry at me because one time, so Valentine's Day came and went, and I gave her a really nice card with a nice little inscription in it. And then, just like a few weeks later, we were looking through my phone. I was looking at some funny pictures, and as we were scrolling, I came upon the picture that I took of another more expensive card that had that inscription in it, so that I could just write it down in the card that was cheaper and blank for my wife. My wife goes, "What is this?" And I explained what I did, and I thought I was being smart. It diminished the sentimental value weeks after the fact. So I can only imagine I'll be falling into that ChatGPT pitfall in a few years as well. But
so there's a trash can called Clear Conversations.
What's that?
There's a little trash can button called Clear Conversations.
Yeah, that's a good. Get rid of the evidence. This is all me. Oh, this is all me. I'm the only one. Well, I would say from the business side of things, I have used ChatGPT to brainstorm candle ideas. I told it to give me 20 names of paladin based candles, and then I even refined its first pass by saying use names with more alliteration, because I'm a simpleton and I think alliteration sells better, I guess. I'm not sure, but I can confirm one of the candle names that we're going to come out with in the fall season is based on a ChatGPT list that it output for us. So it'd be a fun game if my customers were able to guess which one is gameplay candles plus with ChatGPT enhanced.
There's really, it's kind of exciting, I think, what you could do with it. I mean, from helping with copy, just creativeness, like you said about the names of the candles, and you can ask follow-up questions. And I've seen people in the article I wrote, they had to write a story, and they said, okay, now do it in Shakespearean vernacular, and it spit it out, so it sounded like something Shakespeare wrote.
That's scary. I mean, like I could see why English teachers in high school would be freaking out. But sure.
But from the DM side or the D&D side, I was like, it'd be great. We should just like all show up with our laptops and create a campaign on the fly, and then everyone has to create a character on GP Chat and just play like a whole GPT Chat game.
Yeah. Looks like we got some comments here. Squirrels World. Okay, Squirrels World 73. If you are who I think you are, I'm glad you're able to make it, get off work. Maybe this is just going a little longer than usual, but we're happy you're here. I
agree with Scroll. No AI
DMs. Yes,
I agree. It's a tool for a DM only.
Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't take it over, because I mean, can you imagine all the rules that as a DM we kind of bend to make sure that the game is going? It's having fun.
Yeah, that's true. The rule of cool. How do you code that exactly? But like you said, this is in its infancy. I'm really interested to see how it goes. I forget the name of it. I think there's a question in computer engineering called like a P and Q question, which is basically what questions are solvable by computers and which ones aren't. And it seems like every time we list something as not solvable by a computer, a decade goes by and all of a sudden it is. I know chess used to be considered something that was just too complex for computers, but now a AI-controlled chess player will beat a world champion pretty much any time. So, I mean, I'm a fan of keeping DMs in the human sphere to keep the game running, like you said there, Steve. And
like I said, I perceive this being a tool. Even Pamela said, doesn't this take away from the fun of creativity? And for me, it's when I hit that mental block of like, well, what do I do next? So for me, like I managed to create like 2 or 3 pretty cool creative magical items. Alex, if you remember the quill or whatever I had, some of those. But then I was trying to have a third one, and I just really couldn't think of it. So this was a good, and even what it gave me at first, I had to edit it somewhat to make it suit my needs. So, we still have to put the input. We still have to be creative about that. We take the output. We have to make sure we tailor it to our needs. Who knows? 5 years from now, it could be super scary. But for now, until the machine overlords take over, this is just another toolbox, at least in my view, kind of like an electric screwdriver or whatever it might be to help out and take some of the burden away, but not the fun.
Yeah, I totally agree with that sentiment, Steve. Well said.
Or I could be wrong. I mean, it could take over all our, nuke silos, and we're all dead in a week.
But, yeah. I mean, no. Until then, we got a really cool tool to DM with, man. It's gonna be great. So, let's keep that tool in the toolbox. Let's not put too many bells and whistles on it. Right.
I mean, remember, this is the guy who likes to hand draw all my maps.
Yeah. Steve,
so
for punishment, not just people. You should know, not just hand draw his maps, hand draw details onto every single tile on the map. Just in case we wanted to wonder what tile A60 looks like way over in the corner. But yeah,
you never know. I've drawn maps that you guys haven't even used because you took a different route.
You just got to recycle them, Steve. It's the oldest DM trick in the book.
I know. I'm not worried about it. It's fun for me. But yeah, so I embrace technology on one end and the other, spectrum. I shun it completely.
Yeah, right. Well, we are rolling physical dice at the game table still. So until that gets taken over, then we're okay. All right. Well, I think that's all I can talk in this very light touch on this Chat GPT tool. Steve, you got any final thoughts you want to share with us?
Not really. It's just fun. I never thought I'd get into Dungeons and Dragons at all, and then I did, and it's just a fun time, a nice social experience. It's opened up a whole creativity side that I never knew I was yearning for, and I've really enjoyed it. And it's just cool to see other people, like in our group. We got a lot of newbies, and being immersed with your friends, your imagination, and then having, I got to plug, having candles with a scent that also, just add that added layer of
immersive
fun
experience.
Immersive. I mean, I've got my dwarven.
Oh, look at that! You're
burning currently.
Man, Steve, you're better than I am. Plugging the merch.
I use it when I'm not only playing, but when I'm freaking just being creative. I'll put some music on and put the candles and just kind of immerse myself in that mindset, and the candles do really help.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad you like it. I hope everyone who takes advantage of that 25% off likes their candles and can use it when they're doing something creative for D&D. And maybe that creative thing would be typing in a prompt for ChatGPT to output some potential ideas for. Who knows?
Yeah, we can use it for next week's show as a script on what the hell we're going to talk about.
Yeah. What are we going to talk about? Well, I'll be talking with you again soon, Steve. But thanks for joining, and I just want to thank everyone who joined the live stream. If you catch it later, don't worry. We do this every week. Every week we roll that D20 to see what the discount's going to be for the hour. Make sure you check out gameplaycandles.com and use discount code Skynet23. That's all caps, no spaces. Skynet23 for 25% off this week. For the next, we still got 35 minutes active on that. But otherwise, we'll catch you again. We'll catch you again next week. Take care.